Every day when I go on my kayak, I know there's an otter named Leia waiting for me. I see this little nose in the water, and then she comes around and just jumps up in the kayak. And then she's more or less all over me. She sneaks up in my jacket and plays with the palm of my hand. The first time she wanted to be petted, it felt some kind of surreal. I don't think I could imagine that this kind of experience would happen to me. This one day, I was out and walking in the forest when we suddenly heard this noise. And when we came closer, then we could see that it was actually a little small baby otter that was laying in this grass. We backed off a little bit to see if the mother would reappear. I don't think she would survive without any help because she was too little. But I was also a little bit scared because I haven't taken care of a baby otter before. When she just came, she was very needy. Lay up and just want to chill in the couch and cuddle with me. But otters, they are not really made for being inside, so we needed to teach her to go back in the wild. We started with this small baby pool. And when she got confident with that, then we took her to the lake outside here. I think I was more or less like a father figure for her. She was looking at me where to go. When Leia's around, she always wants to do everything that you do. If it's shoveling the snow, then she's in the shovel playing with the snow. But it's hard to get angry at her. She's always been very brave towards the other animals. After a couple of weeks, both my rescues, Tigga and Huyen, became like a brother and sister to Leia. They were playing around. It was very much hide and seek. That was a very special moment when all these three animals really get along. When she grew up and got more independent, I knew it was time to let her go. It's like with all children, you're kind of proud, but you're also kind of heartbroken. Every time she comes back, I always get surprised, but of course very happy. I would never actually think that Otter would be so affectionate. This is like once in a million to have this opportunity.
The minute Mina steps into the arena, she becomes a tiny titan. It doesn't matter if the other horses are twice her size. This is her arena.
Oi, oi. Mina. Oi, oi.
If they try to steal her spotlight, Mina bucks at them. And then she zooms at full speed. Castor is always like, God help me, because every day it's something new with her. One day, Castor passed a field of horses and Mina was one of them. The owner said she's a total menace, but Castor didn't care. She looked adorable. He adopted Mina right away and was so excited to bond. But sadly, Mina got really sick. She had something called strangles, and you could see the pain in her eyes. Castor was so worried that he stayed with her day and night and gave her treats so she'd feel better. After a few weeks, Mina got much better and started to run around. Castor was so relieved, but he quickly realized this was just the beginning. Mina's owner was right all along. She is a tiny menace. She never listened to anyone.
Mina, just.
And she even tried to escape once. Castor knew all she needed was some quality time and love. Now she's a calm, loving girl with humans. But when it comes to horses, Mina's the smallest alpha you've seen. She'll tell them off even when they're not racing, and tries to steal their food. Castor worried they might fight, but surprisingly, the other horses don't mind her antics. Mina has come a long way since she and her owner met. It took some time to get used to her fiery personality, but Castor is obsessed with Mina's confidence. He hopes that she's happy with her new life. It certainly looks like she is.
It was absolutely unbelievable. They were just all over her.
It was very sad to see her in that situation. That morning, we got a report of a turtle floating and struggling to swim. In the area where we were, there's a lot of boat traffic. So I jumped in. She is really encrusted with barnacles. Her eyes looked tired, but there was still spark in them. Anytime we get to rescue a turtle like this, like a 25% success rate.
But we are going to try everything that we can to get her turned around.
The first thing that we do is check their blood work and do x-rays. She was really anemic and we needed to get her started on antibiotics. We saw that she was struggling in that really deep water. So for a few weeks, she stayed where her head was easy to get up above the water level. Every day that you came in and she was still alive, it just gave you a little bit more hope. You still have to not get your hopes up too high because she's not out of the woods. As she got better, she really had this personality that kind of came out. Anytime you would come over to her, she would just open her mouth because she was hungry. Then when she started eating, it was like a cow. One of the things that I loved about Serena is she never became aggressive towards us. In total, it took 92 days. She looked like a completely different turtle. She was doing all the things right. She was swimming well, she was eating well. So we knew it's time for Serena's release. And we tote her down to the beach. And she starts crawling really well and never looks back. It's always bittersweet when you send them out because you do, as humans, form bonds with the turtles. Unfortunately, all 7 species of sea turtles are listed on the Endangered Species Act.
Oh, yes. You tell them. Who needs a dog when you have a rooster like Binoo? Binoo! I call him, and he will run towards me, and he just dances. Binoo! He will follow me wherever I go. You're such a good boy. And it's just the cutest thing. I've never seen any other chicken do that. I got him when there was somebody on Facebook that needed to move in a quick fashion. I was a little concerned because silkies, they usually do get bullied. Oh, the big man. I have a big rooster that was already there. Binoo probably thinks he's the boss. He kind of escaped the main coop and went to all the other chickens that he got along with. will go out and roam, and he would just call. Come on, Binoo. But my tenants were kind of complaining. Where are we going? Binoo. I thought, okay, well, I will make sure that the automatic door doesn't open so early. Now he gets to explore the whole property. And everybody's just so in love with him. You want to show everybody your dancing moves? He'll come and hang out in the apartments.
Binoo!
But he and anyone else would call him and he wouldn't go to them. Binoo! He just wants to be in my presence.
Oh, yes. Oh.
He's become my little baby chicken that I just really adore. And I could buy you all the treats and all the goodies. When I got him, I didn't really have any expectations because a lot of people think chickens are just this fluff ball. But he is just the cutest personality. And he just has so much love for me that we built this really beautiful friendship.
One day, my husband went to do some yard work in the excavator, and Fifi just got right in, sat on her dad's lap, and watched him dig the dirt. Most cats would be scared, but Fifi follows him everywhere.
Tim. Fifi is loose.
She always chooses my husband. She's such a snuggle bug. She talks to him all the time. Looking back, it's quite funny because when my husband and I first met, he told me he really wasn't sure if he wanted animals. My husband was more of a city boy. He didn't grow up with animals. He did agree to having just one cat, but he would sit in the corner and be second choice. And then I first saw Fifi on a Facebook post through the local Humane Society. She and several other kittens in her litter, along with her mom, were dropped on the side of the road.
Excuse me. Hi. Hello. Hi.
I really wanted to go get her so that she could be that companion cat for my other cat. I think my husband is concerned that I would adopt all the animals if I could. Eventually he came around and went to go get Fifi. I was skeptical that she was going to choose him. It's like, yeah, right. But it was love at first sight. We kept Fifi in her own separate room for several days, and while she was in that room, my husband would just go in and sit with her for a long time. He told me later that day that she was not allowed to be my cat. I didn't fight it.
Are you coming with me?
If he goes outside, she sits right by the door and looks outside. Sometimes we do take her out and she, quote unquote, helps with the yard work. My husband also likes to do everything with Fifi, so it goes both ways. I know she would look at me and say sometimes, like, "You're not my daddy."
That's my hat. That's not a kitty toy. No.
I already had the cat that had chosen me, so it was totally okay. I don't know if my husband would necessarily admit that Fifi has changed things for him, but I can see that Fifi means so much to him that they're best buddies. I wouldn't change a thing, even if I am the second favorite.
I'm begging you before it gets dark.
Every day, my Great Dane, Israel, would slip underneath the fence to play with my mini horse, Barrett. They'll run around, jump up and down together.
He's like, come on, dude, we've got a limited amount of time.
He likes to eat with him, hay and everything.
Oh my God.
And then I don't even think they know they're different species.
Keep going.
I have always wanted a Great Dane.
It's a cute puppy dog.
Then I found him, and he has not left my side since then. This is one of the biggest Great Dane puppies that I have seen.
Oh my god, dude. They're huge.
He was growing so quickly. He's not even a full year yet, and he weighs 180 pounds. He was outgrowing our dogs.
I don't know how. You gotta play with big guy here.
It was just really sad. So he was like, I need someone to play with me that's my size.
Wait, where is he going?
The first time I ever witnessed it happening, I was just like, oh, this is a one-time thing. And they would just kind of stare at each other and sniff and sniff and sniff.
He's like, are you alright out here, man?
But all of a sudden, he would slip underneath the fence and stand there with them. When they found out they like to chase each other, oh my gosh, it was a match made in heaven.
He's like, you're going the wrong way.
He will go to one of the windows and stare out. You want to play with your friends?
Hey, Mr. Horse.
If he could, he would be outside literally 24/7, 365.
Do you know that you're not a mini horse?
Currently, Israel has learned that he can ride Barrett.
What? No.
And Barrett brought him in with the animals. He melted into it perfectly, into their herd.
On the farm, we have the cows, then the goats, and the 2 horses. 2 mini horses.
The other animals, they're like, it's just my mini and Great Dane being irritating little brothers.
He's like, I still can't figure out this thing behind you.
There is no other animal, I think, that could keep up with a Great Dane. We didn't know that Israel would end up building this relationship with this horse. They're very much 2 peas in a pod. They're just happy to be together.
When I found her crossing the road in the middle of the desert, I was shocked that she was even still alive.
Guys, what do I do?
Its eyes were glued shut, and she was just meowing so desperately.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
I'm allergic to cats. I was always a dog person, but I was like, oh, let's give it a try. When I first brought her into my van, swaddled in my sweatshirt, I was a little nervous to pick her up.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Say hi.
I was thinking about delivering her to a friend or to a shelter. But it seemed like what she really wanted was company. She would stick her face and keep meowing and meowing and meowing until I pet her nose, and then immediately climb right onto my shoulder. Come. There you go. It's possible that she saw me as her parent. Within a few days, her eyes cleared. She was much more active. And then I just started petting her cheek a little bit with my finger, and she kind of perked up, realizing how awesome it felt. We had so much fun together. I ended up being like, I can't give this cat away. But what I do for work requires that I leave my van in a very hot parking lot most of the time. It just wouldn't be humane. So what I decided to do was drive her all the way to my parents' house. She's staying with my parents, but we are still very close to this day. Whenever I come home, she'll meet me by the door. Hey baby, what's up? Her eyes are just so big, and she's just being like, oh, my play pal is back. It's playtime. And then we'll kind of chase each other around the house. It's really funny.
What?
You want to go outside? She's a pretty independent cat. She goes and explores the entire neighborhood.
Say!
I get a little sad because I'm like, oh, I wish she still climbed on me. But sometimes she'll come and just put herself right in front of me. Be like, no, no, no. Look at me. Pay attention to me. It's my turn. I never thought that I would be a cat dad, but she's softened my heart and I feel like a changed person. This is my little daughter. And I'm so happy that we get to spend our life together. What do you think?
Get you out of here.
Hey, Pumpkin.
Get you out of here.
And our rescuers were both very much in shock that she would have been able to crawl up inside with her size.
Let me just make sure we're not actually entangled on anything.
Nova chased a cat under the car and got stuck halfway through.
It's okay, let me just get a leash. Let me get a leash. Let me get a leash.
Here we go.
Hi! Oh my goodness, what happened? Hi, baby, hi!
But the second she was free from the car engine, she was just the happiest, wiggliest little dog.
Let's see if she walks.
Wow.
She does walk, oh my gosh.
Our EAMTs transported her to our trauma hospital, but nothing serious. She had a couple of scrapes. I think she just got very lucky. And we found that she did have a microchip. We contacted her owner. They let us know that they were unable or unwilling to take Nova back. So they had agreed to surrender her to us so we could help find her a new forever home. After she came into our shelter, she really was full of energy.
Oh, I saw that coming.
Do you love your car ride? Yeah, you're a good girl.
The volunteer picked up Nova to do their doggy field trip so they can walk around and meet some new people.
Hi, baby. How are we doing?
Nova was very excited. She was very bouncy and jumpy and wagging her tail a lot.
Good girl.
You're so cute.
She definitely caught some eyes. Everyone was very surprised and shocked to hear her story. The people that she met didn't necessarily adopt her, but it was still a great and successful day out for her.
It's yummy. It's so yummy.
Nova was in our shelter for about a month and a half before she was adopted.
Nova.
And she's been in that home very happy since then. As unfortunate as it was for Nova to get herself stuck in a car engine, it turns out that it was actually for the best. This helped her to be found.
Wow, she does walk, oh my gosh.
Her personality was starting to show the second she got pulled out. Ultimately, it helped her find a forever home where she could be very happy.
A lot of people just don't realize that a camel can actually love the cold winters more. But for Shammy, it's just like part of his little silly personality. Every time we have a snowstorm, he has to go run in the snow. And then it'll usually be like a little tap dance.
Is that all you have to say?
And over the years, the other animals just don't bat an eye anymore. But when I first got him, I was a bit worried that he would be like not a part of the herd. When I saw him for sale on Facebook, I was like, I'm getting a camel. I first thought it was a scam. So I had there and that he was alive and real, so I brought it home. I don't fully know like his background. I just know that he was purchased as a youngster in an auction. And before I got him, he used to travel around for large petting zoos. He immediately showed us the personality. He's kind of like a happy-go-lucky guy, does what he wants. As soon as I brought the llamas, he was completely fine with them. But the horses thought he was some kind of monster, so they ran away from him. He was like, "You're my friend, I'm gonna follow you," and he kept on like chasing them. And he will not give up until they accept him. After a month, then they were all best friends. He likes to let all my animals loose, so he will break my fencing. And Shammy will stay right at the door of the barn, pretending like he done nothing wrong. It's just so cute to watch them. He just is clueless or something, but they just don't bat an eye anymore. Shammy really changed my life. There's never a dull moment with him. Maybe in the future we'll be able to find a camel friend for him. But he's always having the time of his life with the llamas and the horses.
Baby Theo was just a few hours old, but his personality was a huge surprise to us. He would walk up to the stuffy that's like 4 times his size and just start kicking it. Within hours, he was running around and being super sassy. He is just the happiest little guy. Interesting little thing. But really couldn't have imagined it. I didn't expect him to be born, first of all. His mom has been our most emotionally shut down animal, not being in great physical condition. We didn't think that she could carry a pregnancy. It was just amazing that he was born despite everything. His legs worried me. He just had these super long legs, which were pretty wonky at first. We just knew that he was probably going to need a little bit of extra care. Unfortunately, when he was about 1 month old, he had an issue called colic. He had to go the emergency. We were worried that it was going to be a setback and make him a bit timid. Absolutely not. He started out just like full of energy and full of life. Theo has quite a few little quirks and things that he enjoys doing. Once he got outside, he just realized there was so much room to run. He also likes to sneak into his sister's room. She has this big pink bouncy ball, and he'll go in her room and just attack it. But yeah, Daphne is his best friend, and they're both very high energy. I think Theo picked up a lot of his mom's personality traits. Nothing scares him. He's a little bit spoiled because he's that kid that gets whatever he wants. But he's also a very good boy, like a little golden retriever. I didn't expect him to be born, first of all, so it's nice to see them getting to bond and grow up together. Despite everything, his personality continues to shine. And he should have a long life ahead of him with his mom.